See. Well, my name is Chris Bowie.
Hi, Chris.
I'm a former grad student. I graduated about 2 months ago, so summer of 2014, 1 month ago, something like that. And I didn't have an advisor when I got there, and they were in the process of hiring you and Mara, so I got to be in on that, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to do either hydrogeology, troubling geology, or engineering geology, which I never even thought about until I got there and started taking classes from. I mean, if you're like me, I did them all. I got into AEG. I became a officer in the AEPG chapter, no, the AEG chapter, and then went to. I got involved in the AAPG student chapter because we don't have a professional chapter. Settling down on what I wanted to do, and I got involved with the AAPG student chapter. I got invited to a conference in Long Beach, a national AAPG conference in Long Beach. Let's see here. I managed to get to all of my conferences for free. Well, the key is to not have a life. So
all of our students shouldn't have a life, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But you seem to have a pretty good life. I don't know. I wouldn't look at you and think, oh, this guy doesn't have a life.
I wasn't like, well, let's see.
You were also teaching, TAing at the same time. Yeah, you were a good TA.
Well, I guess we'll start at the beginning. When I came in, I didn't have an advisor or anything, so I basically took tons of classes and front-loaded all my units, got most of it out of the way.
Okay.
So by the time I did get an advisor, the following semester, I had already done most of my classes, so I didn't have to take that many units. I started thinking that my advisor had all the answers. It took me a while that it was relevant to my career and develop skills that I would be able to use later. So when I was working out what I was going to do with my advisor, I picked something that I thought I wanted to do, and then I fine-tuned it later, kind of to the stuff that I liked. I ended up really liking looking at thin sections. It forced me to do sequence stratigraphy in my thesis when I wasn't comfortable with it. I thought about what job I wanted to get, and I tuned, molded my thesis into something I thought would be an analog or something or similar to what I would do on the job. And I knew what I needed to do because I would go to conferences, so I knew the kind of stuff I needed to know, things I needed to study.
So would you recommend this? The sooner the student could go to a conference, the better?
Yeah.
Okay. Even if they're not presenting?
What's that?
Even if they're not presenting?
Even if they're not presenting.
Okay.
Go. The more you go to, the more you get to know people, and people know you, and then those are the people that end up, recruiting, or, people give you their business card. So I would recommend, do not be one of those people that just thinks they're going to graduate and figure it out. I thought when I got my undergrad, figure out what kind of job you want. If it's a teacher, if you want to be a professor, go on and do a PhD, you got to go to conferences, go to, AGU is a great one for that, and GSA, all that stuff. Go to all of it. If you want to do engineering or hydrogeology, AEG is great. Different conferences. There's local professional societies. If you want to do petroleum, AAPG, and just join the student chapter. We have this AAPG student chapter, so get in touch with them. If there is no student chapter, make one.